What's up, everybody? It's another awesome day to be in Central Florida. No, we're not in the bubble of the Villages, Florida today. Today we're down here in Clermont, Florida at the closest Costco to us. That is until they open the brand new one there in the Villages. Hey everybody, my name's Michael. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my awesome wife Tiffany and I, we're just a couple of pre-retiree empty nesters who moved to Central Florida and the world's largest retirement community, the Villages, a little over a year ago. And we've been documenting our experiences and our expenses and sharing those with you here on YouTube and also on our Facebook group. So if you haven't done so by now, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and notification bell so you never miss any of our videos. And if you're over there on Facebook, go join us in that awesome group as well. So why are we here at the Costco? Well, number one, love me some Costco. We do a lot of online shopping at Costco. Cannot wait for the one to open at the Villages. We're here for a little slight emergency today. I'll tell you more about that here in just a second. So let's spin around so you get a full perspective of this parking lot. And it is darn busy today. Saturday morning, it is Derby Day. Clermont is an awesome place. Tiffany and Nolan's still here visiting us. They're just right back there in this direction. We stopped at Bojangles. Bojangles is a staple for those of us that lived in the Carolinas, and it's right here in Clermont, basically in the same parking lot back there. So we stopped and got us some delicious chicken biscuits. Ooh, look at those bow rounds in there. Ooh, those are hot. Got some of their good southern sweet tea. Tiffany's gonna go inside and do some shopping while I show you what's on the agenda for me next. So this right here might give you a hint as to why we're at Costco today. I was needing some new tires and I was waiting for the brand new location to open up in the Villages, but I can't wait any longer. So why are we at Costco today, Tiffany?
So I can spend some money.
And she's gonna have about an hour and a half to 2 hours to do that, because right over here is the whole reason why we came to Costco. Got the Tesla parked outside of the tire center here, if that's any clue. And not only is the Villages the world's largest retirement community, it's also the world's largest active home construction site. And one of the hazards about living in the Villages is you're probably gonna get a flat tire. So we've actually had 3 puncture wounds on the car, and we've had 1 on our golf cart, and we've only lived in the Villages for about a year. So I was needing some new tires anyway, and I was waiting for the brand new Costco to open up in the Villages, but I could not wait any longer, because just a couple of days ago, we were out riding around showing Tiffany's parents some houses. We were down the new section down there in Shady Brook and Moultrie Creek. Right by the Saluki Recreation Center, driving down the road, and lo and behold, we got a construction razor blade that sliced the back tire. So I went on Amazon, I found this little tiny donut tire, and let me tell you what, it held up. It got us all the way from the Villages over here to the Costco in Clermont. That's probably about a 45-minute ride. So go have fun shopping.
We will.
So I'm gonna sit here in the car and enjoy my Bojangles chicken biscuits and egg bow rounds and bowberry biscuits. If you've never been to Bojangles, it's definitely worth the drive over here to Claremont. And if you're from the Carolinas, you already know. So let everybody else know how awesome Bojangles is in the comments below. So Tiffany brought her own car today. It's parked over there on the other side of that big old truck that just pulled in. And we brought 2 cars for 2 reasons. All right, there goes the Tesla. Jaden is awesome. Came out and took a look at it for me. We've got the real tire back there in the trunk. That little spare there, while it's pretty pricey, it actually did the job. So there's Bojangles. It's basically diagonally across from Costco. There's the Costco gas station. So if you know where that is, Bojangles is right there, and it's off of highway, I think it's highway 50, right? So that's highway 50, which is really, really busy. If you go down that direction, it will take you to highway 27. So the Villages, Florida is diagonally off in that direction, about 45 minutes to an hour away. And Tiffany and I, we took a very scenic back roads shortcut, which was actually shorter and no traffic. So if you live in the Villages and you want to know how to get from the Villages over here to Claremont, specifically this Costco or anywhere in Claremont, and avoid highway 50, avoid highway 27, avoid the Florida Turnpike, stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll share with you those exact coordinates. It's actually a very nice and scenic drive as you drive through like Montverde and some other places, you know, some other little small towns here in Central Florida. So this Costco, just like any other Costco on a Saturday in America, is super darn busy. This is the newest Costco to open up in the greater Central Florida area, and it opened up about a year and a half ago, I think November of 2023. And before this location opened up, we had to drive all the way basically into Orlando. So we're super, super excited about getting the new Costco location there in the Villages. So hopefully it's going to be opening up very, very soon. So this parking lot is super busy. You got to keep your head on a swivel here. It's a massive, massive shopping complex, has lots of different businesses in here. You see got some Class A RVs parked way off in the distance over there. So why do we bring 2 cars today? Well, 2 reasons. Number one, want to make sure in case I had another flat or a problem, Tiffany was behind me if there was some type of emergency. And the other reason, we only make the Costco run over here a couple of times a year because it is pretty far away. So I got a couple of returns back here I got to take back, just a couple of things. But then we also have these awesome Keep Cool bags that we bought from Costco online. And then we have all of our ice packs in there. So Tiffany is in there doing some grocery shopping. So I'm gonna go over here and get a buggy and go do my returns and see if I can find Tiffany. Welcome to Costco. Next stop, merchandise returns. All right, those are pretty awesome. I might need to buy those for the lanai. This place is bonkers. I had to snake my way up and down multiple aisles to get all the way over here to the optical department because it was totally closed off over there. And look who I found. It's Tiffany and Nolan. And did you already pick out some new glasses?
I found some I like.
They can't be as awesome as the ones you got on right now.
No, they're not as awesome as these. Well, I think so. We'll wait and see. We'll let you decide.
With the brighter the sun, the darker you will get.
So it's a few minutes before 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, May the 3rd, 2025, which means, if I'm doing the math correctly here, we just spent 4.5 hours inside this Costco, and this place is completely packed. It was utter chaos. It was like ants marching in every single direction. It was hard to move around. It was hard to navigate, but we don't come to the physical Costco very often because number one, it takes us 45 minutes to an hour to get here. Plus we do a lot of online shopping. So we decided let's go ahead and kill 2 birds, 3 birds, 4 birds with 1 stone while we're at it. So I did some Costco returns, got brand new tires for the car, which I'll show you in just a second. Tiffany and I, we took the opportunity to go to the optical department, ordered regular glasses and also prescription sunglasses. So those will be ready in about a week or so, which means we'll make another trip over here and then just shop for fresh food, frozen food, all that kind of stuff that we can take back home with us over there to the villages. So came back here, number one, just because it's about the only quiet place I can find. I'll go up this hill in just a minute and you'll see how busy this parking lot is. But I also wanted to show you the elevation changes. You know, a lot of folks think that Florida is completely flat, and it's not flat. Definitely here in Central Florida. Parts of it are, but you know, we have towns called like Howey in the Hills, all that kind of stuff. So the elevation changes can be quite drastic for Central Florida. And just check out this elevation change from where I'm at here back up to this giant Costco back here behind me. But let me spin the camera around so you can now see just how much of a drop off it is off the backside of their property. Now this giant fence here, and you see this concrete wall, and look how far it is. If you were to fall off that, wow, that's probably 20-30 feet tall at least. And you got roads over there, you get the rolling hills. We'll walk back up this way and see how packed this parking lot actually is. There you go. And now we're back up here in higher elevation. We'll turn back around so you can see that lake way off in the distance over there. So again, I'll have to check my bearings, but as the crow flies, the villages should be somewhere in that direction. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take, I think it's called Old Highway 50 for a while, and then we'll cross over 27, and we'll basically be back in the bubble right there at Leesburg, Okahumpka, and then that will bring us up to the entrance of Dabney and the village of Lake Denham. Let's walk over here to the car and we'll show you what kind of tires we got for it. And it's complimentary nitrogen, so awesome. So here's the car with its brand new shoes. So the original factory tires that came with this were Hoka's. I've been wanting some Michelins anyway. So there you go. 4 brand new Michelin, all season. They get really good reviews, really good ratings online. And right now, Costco actually has a sale. I think I got 60 bucks off for a set of 4. So just a little added bonus. They had that sale going on the exact same time that I needed brand new tires. Let me open up the trunk over here and we'll show you. There's that spare tire that we bought off of Amazon. It did the job, and you see how small it is compared to the regular tire. It's not as wide. So unfortunately it won't go all the way down that little wheel well there where I can close it up. But I may come up with some kind of little system here where I can mount that like that or slide it back there in the back, because we do long road trips. That would come in very, very handy. And I don't know, year and a half, almost 2 years ago, Tiffany and I did a cross-country road trip all the way here from Orlando all the way to the Grand Canyon and back. And we took a lot of back roads, went through some awesome towns like Happy, Texas, Nolan, Texas, before we get to the Grand Canyon. And then we took Route 66 from all the way from the Grand Canyon back to, where do we go? Not Oklahoma City. So I think we went up there, that direction. And then Tiffany jumped on a plane and I drove the car the rest of the way from Oklahoma back to Orlando. So all in all, a very successful day here at the Costco in Clermont, Florida. But I can tell you, we cannot wait for the brand new one to open up there in the villages. And just as soon as it does, if we're in town, we'll go there on opening day. We know it'll be a complete zoo and complete madness on opening day, probably be completely packed for that first week or month. All right, now that we're done with Costco, I stopped back by Bojangles to get myself another refill on their legendary, and I do mean legendary, iced tea. So let's step back out here. We're gonna walk through the parking lot, show you a couple other businesses that are located over here next to Bojangles and the Costco, and then I'll point out the direction we're going for our little back road shortcut all the way to the Villages. You could jump on the Florida Turnpike. There's a little congestion on it right now, so I try to avoid the Florida Turnpike whenever possible. Prefer to take the back roads. Much more scenic and a lot less hectic. Off in this direction back here, you can see some other big box stores. There's some type of floor and decor store. That place is ginormous. As we go over here, you can see the Villages is not the only one that's moving a lot of dirt. Wow, before we go back to that direction, there you go. There's Highway 50 for you right there. So welcome to Clermont, Florida. Very, very busy road here. So I could get on Highway 50 and go with the rest of the traffic in that direction up there and either get on the Florida Turnpike or eventually get on Highway 27 and take that all the way back with all that traffic. But no, instead of doing that, we're gonna get on what's called Old Highway 50 and then make our way back that direction, and then we'll eventually go through some of these little smaller towns. Multiple car alarms going off back here behind us. Finally got a little break in the traffic. All right, my only little patch of shade is this tiny little tree right here. So here's the little insider tip. If you want to avoid all that traffic back there on Highway 50, if you want to avoid all the construction delays for the Florida Turnpike or Highway 27, all that good stuff, all you got to do is put this address or put this location into your GPS, and then it will take you back down that direction, down Old Highway 50, and then we'll kind of snake our way diagonally back through all that open area and pretty much won't have any traffic whatsoever. And you'll get to see a lot of old Florida. You'll get to see actually some rolling hills. You'll get to see some citrus groves and stuff like that. So here's what you do. If you're leaving the Villages coming here, or if you're leaving here, this general area, going back to the Villages, just type into your GPS, Montverde Academy. So put that in as one of your stops, and then change on your GPS, no highways or no toll roads, and then it will give those alternate coordinates. And again, it was basically the same amount of time, and I'll film a little bit of some on my way back so you can just see how nice that area is. But if you're in a hurry, well, you might drive faster on these other roads, but I bet you won't actually get here any faster because of all this traffic. So I'll put some links in the description below to that spare tire that we bought. We also bought a little mini air compressor, a portable, rechargeable lithium battery powered air compressor, and some other stuff in our Amazon shop. So if you're interested about that, just check the description below or go to our website at michaelandtiffany.com and then click on the link for our Amazon store. I think we'll go back inside and grab me some more of this legendary iced tea, use the restroom before I have that 45-minute car ride back home to the Villages. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're enjoying the Kentucky Derby today. I may post this video today. I may post it tomorrow, not sure. But anyway, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell so you never miss any of our videos. Smash the thumbs up button and then drop us a comment below and do us a huge and awesome favor by sharing this video and our channel with other awesome people who are looking for fun and positive content, or they just want to know more what it's like to live in Central Florida and the world's largest retirement community year-round. Hope you have an awesome rest of your week and weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. And just like the Villages, they even have roundabouts over here too. And Montverde is only 3 miles away. So you can see off to the side over there, look at that, the Florida Turnpike. is barely moving in that section right there. So over here in Montverde, they have roundabouts and they also have golf carts.